If you're joining architecture school this year, then don't make the mistake that almost every first year student makes. They buy hundreds of items they never use and forget what they actually need. In this video, I'm going to share with you every stationery item that you will need in your first year, what it's used for, what's worth spending money on, and what you can buy later. So, what are you waiting for? Let's get going! So, let's start with the biggest purchase. If you're serious about architecture, a drafting table is one of the best investments you can make. The adjustable angle saves your back, improves posture, and makes long drawing sessions much more comfortable. Since you will spend hours making drawings, get a comfortable chair or stool with the correct height. Trust me, your back will thank you during submission times. So let's go to our drafting table for other stationery items.
Yeah, so now next comes the set squares. You will use these literally every single day. One is 45 degrees, the other is 30-60 degrees. These are fixed set squares, and the other one is adjustable set square. You can adjust the angles which one you want, and then you can just fix it and you're ready to go. They'll help draw accurate verticals, horizontals and angle lines. Next is the parallel bar. This is what it is. I can't show you the full scale on the video. I'll just give you a photograph clip. Unlike a normal ruler, parallel motion bar is a long 1 meter scale, which is used with the help of your drafting table, and it is moved parallelly, along with which you use, like for vertical lines, you use set square with this and you move like this. Yeah, so that's the combined use of the set squares and the parallel bar. Next is the steel ruler. It can be of 60 centimeter, 30 centimeter and 15 centimeter. These are the steel rulers. Steel ruler is perfect for cutting sheets, drawing long straight lines. It lasts much longer than plastic rulers, but we mostly use these scales only for cutting purposes. Next you have a triangular scale. Triangular scale is unlike a normal ruler. It helps you draw and measure plans in different scales, like you can see 1:50, 1:500, 1:75, 1:750, 1:10, 1:100, 1:20, 1:200, 1:25, 1:250, 1:125, 1:1250. So you will use this throughout all 5 years. Next are the normal plastic scales. You can say 15 centimeter and 30 centimeter. You can have a 60 centimeter scale, but in our college we are restricted to use these scales for drawing purposes, for drawing on sheets, because we are required to use only set squares and parallel bars. Next comes the measuring tape. Measuring tape useful during site visits, model making and measuring spaces. You may not use it every day, but when you need it, you'll be glad you have one. But yes, the one thing our professors always say, that a good architecture student always has a measuring tape in his or her bag. So yeah, I always keep this in my bag. So whenever necessary, like they just say to us, like, let's go for a visit, let's go to this site. So we just have this with us so that we are able to use it whenever necessary, whenever needed. Yeah, the next thing can be compass, divider. These can be used for drawing circles, arcs, transferring measurements accurately, and This is a Circle Master. This template saves a lot of time. Instead of using a compass repeatedly, you can instantly draw circles of different sizes. Like if you've seen here, like this is a circle of 2 centimeter dia, this is of 2.2, this is of 3 centimeter dia. So Circle Master comes in various layouts. I have this one. Then comes the French curves. French curves, as you can see here also, that in this set square we have French curves. These help create smooth organic curves that are difficult to draw freehand, especially useful during design sheets and presentation drawings. But honestly, I would say that I haven't used it yet because you can say that maybe my design was not including these types of shapes. Let's come to the graphite pencils. Graphite pencils this is where many beginners get confused. Which brand to choose, which is perfect, which is not, which pencil grade is for what, everything. If you want the detailed video in that which grade is used for which pencil, I'll just upload that short also. Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, there are two types of grades like H grade and B grade. H grades are the hard pencils, B grade are the soft pencils. H grade are perfect for construction lines. They are lighter in shades, but if you use them very harsh, they leave marks on your sheet. HB is your everyday pencil, as you know, good for sketching or general work. B pencils like 2B, 4B, 6B. Softer pencils, darker line, mainly used for rendering, shading, presentation and all. So these are the graphite pencils. Next you have charcoal pencils. Charcoal pencil, this is of brown color, black color. Charcoal pencil have three types of grades: soft, medium and hard. Yeah, the next is erasers. The must have one is the Staedtler eraser. This is a normal eraser, like for the minute things that you use, minute thing erase करने के लिए. A kneadable eraser and a normal eraser. Okay. A regular eraser for normal correction, kneaded eraser lifts graphite without damaging the paper, amazing for realistic shading, but honestly I haven't used kneaded eraser for now. I'm using the normal eraser and a Staedtler eraser I always keep with me, but as the vacation is going on, I'm unable to find that. Now the turn comes of cutters. Cutters can be of two types, like one that you keep it always separate for your pencil cutting, because we are restricted to not use the sharpener for pencil sharpening. We use cutters. You will use cutters more than you expect for trimming sheets, making models, cutting mount boards, sharpening pencils and basically surviving architecture. These the high sharpness cutters are used for making models like cutting mount board or sun board. As we talk about cutters, the one thing that always comes with it is a cutting mat. You should never cut directly on your table. Cutting mat protects both your blade and your desk. Like you can see, I've used it a lot. It has grades, so if you want to cut in precision, you can, like without markings. If your sheet is like this, you can make a mark like this. Yes, your line is going straight, your cutter is going straight. The next thing is erasing shield. This is a small metal shield, helps erase tiny portions without disturbing nearby lines. Very useful for technical drawings. Now let's come for the inking and rendering part. There is Fineliners Micron pens. Microns, probably one of the most satisfying tools in architecture. Waterproof pens create crisp line weights. 0.1, 0.5, everything. These. You have 0.8, 0.05, 0.5, 0.1, all these. Next, an important thing to note down is white pen, whitener. Perfect for adding highlights, correcting dark areas, correcting your mistakes, and making presentation sheets look cleaner. Next, we have permanent markers, useful for bold titles, diagrams, and quick concept sketches. But I avoid using these. I use these for titles only and a little bit of color, or you are just labeling that portion that this is this. Should I keep this drawer like here only? I hope you all are able to see it. Yeah, let's start with the thing. We have brush pens. You can see here. Brush pens, if you enjoy sketching, brush pens create beautiful expressive strokes. Then we have colored pens. Colored pens are great for annotations, color coding, and presentation sheets. Like if you are given any assignment, you can use these. We have Staedtler colored pencils. So if you are buying colored pencils, Staedtler is one of the safest choice. They blend well, they last long, and produce clean presentation drawings. And also these are watercolor pencils that you can use it with water, you can blend them easily. Then the most important thing for architecture students are alcohol markers. If your budget allows, invest in alcohol markers. They produce smooth gradients, professional looking renderings, and instantly improve presentation quality. You don't need a huge set. Even a basic collections like I have with grays and essential color is enough. Like you can see, I don't have a full set. I just have some of the shades. Brush pens we have talked about. Then comes, the basic things we have are poster colors. Poster colors I have used in second semester. These were a part of our graphics syllabus. Watercolors, an important thing. Like our professor used to say that watercolors are the medium of architects. Architects use watercolors only for their renderings and drawings and sketches and all. This was in our second semester syllabus. Then I have some colored pencils, you see. These are not a requirement, these are the basic things that I have. The important thing, if you use these poster colors, then you must have good quality of brushes. The one recommended by our professor was whether you have fine art brush pens. These ones, I have these ones, fine art brushes, or you can have camel artist brush pens. These are rounded brush pens, as you can see, rounded brush pens. That's it. These are the cars, toy cars that you use for your models. Then comes the cartridge sheets, the most commonly used drawing sheet, perfect for sketches, rendering and assignments. Then our ivory sheets, usually used for final presentation sheets because of their premium finish, or they were used by us in our first semester for composition things, like we did 3D shapes formation. So we used ivory sheets for making those solid forms. And then is the gateway paper. Gateway paper is excellent for drafting and studio work. In design you use them for layering. And the important thing that comes is A5 sketchbook. Carry one everywhere. Architecture ideas appear at random. Sketch them before they disappear. So you should have a A5 sketchbook with you always. Then are the graph papers, which are useful for planning layouts, perspective grids, and quick technical sketches. This is this type of board you can see. When model making starts, these become your best friends. This is a sun board. And yeah, this is the roof of my model. Next are adhesives. Model don't stick together with hope. You will need good adhesives. Fevicol for paper and basic model work. Fevibond for stronger joints. Flex Quick, excellent for faster bonding. And a glue stick, which is optional but useful for sticking sheets neatly. And yes, the gateway sheets are only stuck by dry adhesives, like you see glue stick. A double-sided tape gives clean presentation without visible glue marks. And then is masking tape. One of the most useful things you will own. It holds sheets, protects borders, and removes cleanly. Masking tape is used every day in your architecture school to stick your sheets. Then is the transparent tape for general fixing, packaging, and emergency repairs before submissions. And then is a sheet holder. Please don't fold your sheets, carry them in a proper sheet holder. Keeps your work clean and professional. Like as you can see, I have sheets inside it. Next is a good pencil case. Simple organizer saves a surprising amount of time, especially during juries. Then we have other essentials, in which we have a scientific calculator. You won't need it every day, but for structures, mathematics, and quantity calculations, it becomes essential. Try to learn it before your college so that it becomes easy for you to use it when you need. A notebook. Keep one dedicated notebook for notes. You will consistently jot down dimensions, concepts, and faculty comments. Like this was for my SSD. This sketchbook was for my second sem design. This was for BC, building construction. This was for BM, building material. If you will need any types of notes, I was thinking of uploading the structures notes. So if you want, then comment down. I'll do that for you. The one thing that comes along with the parallel bar is a string. This is a string which is used to move your parallel bar in the parallel motion. This is, and thumb pins. Thumb pins are also required. If some parallel bars need thumb pins, some have adjusters with them. A dedicated watercolor palette. A rolling scale. Rolling scale is used for parallel lines, for drawing parallel lines in any motion. It can be used for drawing a circle, a rectangle, a square. Like if you mark a line here and you want line at 1 centimeter away, you just note down here the measurement and move down here and you will get a 1 centimeter line below it. This is how it works. Next is a water bottle. And finally, bring a water bottle. Architecture studios are long. Sometimes your submissions last longer than your sleep. So you will definitely need it and you will thank you later for it. So that's the complete architecture stationery kit for first year students. Remember, you don't need to buy everything on day one. Start with the essentials and build your collection as your studio grow works.
If this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for more architecture content, and if you want a separate playlist for my first year structures note, then do let me know in the comment section. Till then, take care, bye bye, see you soon in my next video.